A very good morning to all my dear students. Today we are going to discuss the first poem of our syllabus, My Mother at 66. This poem has been written by the greatest poet of Indian English literature, Kamla Das. So it is very important to know about her. Kamla Das was born in 1934 in Malabar, Kerala. Initially she was known as Madhvi when she used to write short stories in Malayalam language. After getting married, she was called Kamla Das, and at the age of 66, she embraced Islam and she became Kamla Suraya from Kamla Das. So, Kamla Das is considered to be a confessional poet because her all poems focus on her personal life, including every aspects of her life that other people would prefer to keep private. Her important works are Padmavati the Harlot, The Descendants, Summer in Calcutta, The Story of My Life, and Alphabet of Lust. These four her masterpieces. Sahitya Academy was also conferred on her. Her works give a vivid description of child marriage, love, lust, physical intimacy, and infidelity in relationship. Because of her literary eminence, she is called the mother of Indian English poetry. So the present poem, which is My Mother at 66, is very heart-touching and poignant in nature. The theme of this poem is aging and complex human relationship, particularly the relationship between a mother and a doctor. You know very well that each each on us has our mother, and we love our mother very much. But it is also true that one day our mother will also grow old and we have to lose them. So, this is what the title of this poem also reflects, My Mother at 66. The mother of the poet has grown old and she is also standing at the very end of her life. And in this particular poem, the poet Kamla Das is lamenting over her mother. So, before starting the line by line explanation of this poem, it is very important to know the literary devices which has been used by the poet. The first figure of speech which has been used is imagery. You know very well that imagery means to use some figurative language to represent an object or idea in such a way that it can appeal to our physical sense and it can be very alive. The second figure of speech is personification. In this figure of the speech, a lifeless thing is treated like a human being. The third one is simile. Simile is a comparison between two different objects at a single point. The main purpose of simile is to show similarities between two different objects. The next one is repetition. Repetitions means the repetition of keyword in a particular line. The main importance of using repetition is to lay stress on emotion. The next one is assonance. Assonance means the repetition of vowel sound in a particular line. And the most important thing, about this poem is this poem has been written in a single sentence interspersed with commas, which shows the continuous follow of emotion of the poet. So now come to the line by line explanation of this poem. So the lines of this poem are driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. I saw my mother beside me. Doors open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was old. She was old as she looked, but soon that thought put away and looked at a young tree sprinting and the married children spilling out of their homes. So this is very clear that the poet went to her mother's house to meet her mom. And on Friday last, she was returning from her mother's house and she is going to Cochin to take flight. And her mother is also sitting beside her in the car. So suddenly the poet takes a look of her mother. She finds that her mother was doze open mouthed. Here, doze means half asleep, and her face ashen like that of a corpse. Ashen means the burnt powder of something remaining after burning. So here poet looks that her mother face is very energyless and the face of her mother is looking like the face of a dead body. Here corpse means dead body. So here the poet's mother's mouth is also open, and now the poet realizes with pain. And it is very hard to believe for her that really her mother has grown old and she is standing at the end of her life. Now she realizes that next time she may not see her mom alive. So this thought is very disturbing for her. So she wants to get rid of this pain because the thought of losing her mother is very disturbing. That's why she looks outside of the car at young trees sprinting and married children spilling out of their home. So here spilling out of their home and married children spilling out of their home and young trees sprinting are two imagery. Here sprinting means to falling behind. Since the car is moving ahead, that's why the trees are seemed to running behind the car. So this sprinting trace stands for time as we keep on moving ahead in our life, but time of our life is also falling behind just as the trees falling behind the car. And the married children spilling out of their home shows contrast to the poet's mother. Here, marry means happy children who are moving out of their home to play. So they are very energetic, while her mother is very lifeless. So, next, but after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her. So you know very well now she has reached to the airport, and at airport everyone has to go through the security check. This is the same condition with the poet. So after her security check, she again takes a look of her mother face. She sees her face, the face of her mother is very bright, is very warm and pale, means very energyless. The face of her mother is looking like the late winter's moon. So this is the simile because the face of her mother has been compared to the late winter's moons. So this has a very great literary significance. The poet's mother has been compared to the late winter's moons because the moon, the winter moon, looks very pale and brightless due to mist and fog presence in the sky. In the same way, her mother face is also looking very lifeless because of her oldness and felt the old familiar ache, my childhood's pain. So she again feels the familiar ache. You know very well that we all have to die one day, and this is very familiar. So this is the same thing which is realized by the poet. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma, and I did was smile, smile, and smile. So this smile, smile, smile is a repetition here. So now the poet's mother is standing a few yards away from her, and now the time has come to take farewell from her mother. So the poet says that see you soon, Amma. See you soon, Amma is a parting word. Often we used to say this type of word when we take farewell from someone. But all she did smile, smile, smile. So the poet smiles continuously to confer a hope to her mother that they will meet again. But the poet is very horrified with the condition of her mother. She is struck with pain and she is very fearful. So, this is what the poem is all about. In next video, we will discuss the question and answer of this particular